This is my Dark Force Sabers Transcendence, and the Dark Force Sabers Transcendence has two 12mm illuminated switches and the 2.1mm recharge port. I've also added Arkham Razor Blade Plug by Darkside Engineering to this one, which you know, is pretty awesome. There we go. There's some lock-up action. The cool thing about the the Dark Force Sabers Transcendence is the ease of getting to your chassis and reprogramming the board and everything. You know, this lower hilt just comes off. Boom, exposing your Proffie, which is fairly clean, minus the Bluetooth. This one does have Bluetooth, which I put there because it's not as buried as the other one I've installed. But the Proffie sits nice and flush there in the chassis, and you can easily get at programming, and you can also easily get at the SD card. The only wires exposed are my speaker wire and the transmit and receive wires you see there. But other than that, it's fairly clean install on the Proffie. You know, Proffies make life a lot easier on installs. Very easy on installs. And I'm very satisfied with this. This one also has Saber Essentials 28mm bass speaker. This is an awesome little saber, and I'm going to demonstrate this saber with the Saber Experts Lambertian blade in 1-inch. So I don't know if you've seen my Saber Experts video, but I actually did a video on the Saber Experts Lambertian blade when I first got it, and I was a little mad because it looked like a trans white blade, but it is not trans white. The Lambertian blade is an excellent diffusion style blade for Neopixels, and the Lambertian 1-inch blade that I built out is awesome. The tips that they have are already hollowed out for you, and that Lambertian blade is just awesome. The colors are so pure, and there's just zero corn cobbing, and that's with 50/50 strips that are untrimmed. So that Lambertian blade came out really good. You want to see what that Lambertian blade looks like, stay on and we'll watch the demo. So most of y'all know, you saw me install KSIS Saber, which is a Dark Force Sabers Transcendence, and his was in black. So I like the hilt so much, I got one. So I got my Dark Force Sabers Transcendence, and I got mine in blood soaked, and I'll show you what's inside of her. Never mind my temporary kill key, that's just until I get some other kill keys that I ordered. But when you take the hilt, lower hilt off, Proffie baby. That is awesome. And not only Proffie, but got my BLE Nano 2 in there too. Had to redo how I was dealing with that.
Prepare a boarding party.
By the way, the blade in this saber, this is the Saber Experts Lambertian blade. I'll put a link to their website in the description on this video, but this is the Saber Experts.
Choke on your aspiration. Anything else?
This Saber Experts blade came out really, really awesome.
Kylo Ren. That's it.
I mean, it's just perfect. The whole lightsaber, all the way around, just looks solid blue. It's awesome.
Luke Skywalker.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
It's like a heavy orange flicker. This is a new blade.
The balance.
Normal purple in the wrong order. There is a heavy red flicker. Let's see what that looks like on video. By the way, these are variations on my lightning blade. So this is like my green lightning blade.
Graflex. TFA HD.
Orange lightning blade.
Kind of failed you. I won't.
Blue sky blue lightning blade. And my original lightning blade.
This is the weapon of the Jedi.
Blue fire.
Light.
Purple fire.
Luke Skywalker.
Green fire.
The balance.
Orange fire.
Team C.
Rainbow on the Saber Experts blade. Red cycle.
Vibro.
Blue cycle. Purple cycle.
Vibro blade.
Orange cycle. This looks pretty cool.
Luke Skywalker.
Green cycle.
No blade.
Battery blade. So that is my Dark Force Sabers Transcendence, but I also glad that you guys got the opportunity to see the Saber Experts Lambertian blade that I built out. This Saber Experts blade really came out awesome. I'm really happy with it. And you know, there's the inside of the Transcendence by Dark Force Sabers. I might actually do some stuff on the outside of that chassis there. I don't know. And of course I'm going to have a better kill key there, and I'll make a nice blade plug for it. But she's installed with Proffie. So this is my 5th Proffie install. And you know, the Proffies, I'm finding them a lot easier than the Teensy Saber V3s. Just because the Teensy Sabers, I mean, you had to put them together, you had to add on the FETs. You know, with the Proffies, man, you just program them and install them. And you know, the Proffies, I think, actually make for a fairly clean install in most chassis. You know, any chassis where you'd have to install it flush to the bottom, you know, you're going to have to have your wires on the top. But on most chassis where you can bring your wires up from the bottom, it basically leaves you with a clean install. I mean, you can see there, you know what I mean, the only wires that are visible are my Bluetooth wires and my speaker wire, which runs back to the speaker. But you have no choice there because the battery's right there. I mean, you can't run that wire anywhere else. This chassis is pretty tight. But there you go. Dark Force Sabers Transcendence with Proffie Neopixels. So the cool thing about this saber is I'm building a 1-inch thick walled blade, and I'm going to do some impact tests with Neopixels. I know this hilt can take the impact, so I'm not worried about the hilt. And then we'll get to see what the blade can handle. May the Force be with you.